Did you know that over 415 million people worldwide have rosacea, but most of them don't even know it? That's a staggering number for a condition that's often misunderstood or misdiagnosed. Welcome back to Reem Healthcast. Today we are talking about rosacea. So what's rosacea?
Rosacea is a long-term inflammatory skin condition that most commonly affects the cheeks, nose, chin, and forehead, and even affects the eyes. It typically appears in adults over 30 and is more frequent in individuals with fair skin, although anyone can develop it.
While it's not life-threatening, the impact it can have on someone's confidence and quality of life is significant.
That's such an important point. It's not just about the physical symptoms, it's about how those symptoms affect someone emotionally and socially. People with rosacea often feel self-conscious, and that can lead to avoiding social situations, which only makes things worse.
Exactly. And what are the causes of a condition like rosacea?
Well, genetic predisposition is a factor. Family history plays a major role. Many patients report relatives who also suffer from rosacea, highlighting a strong hereditary link. Abnormal blood vessel response is another major factor. People with rosacea have dilatation of facial blood vessels. This increases skin sensitivity and leads to persistent facial redness and flushing, often worsened by triggers. Also, dysregulated immune function. Overactive immune responses involving proteins like cathelicidin cause inflammation and redness around the veins and hair follicles. And surprisingly, altered microbiome of the skin and gut. There's growing evidence that an altered microbiome, both on the skin and in the gut, might play a role in triggering or worsening rosacea. It's amazing how interconnected everything is.
And what's also fascinating is that there are actually different types of rosacea. Understanding which type you have is crucial for finding the most effective treatment. Let's break them down.
Sure, there are four primary types of rosacea. First, there's erythematotelangiectatic rosacea, which is characterized by persistent redness, flushing, and visible blood vessels. Then there's papillopustular rosacea, which involves redness along with bumps or pimples. It's often mistaken for acne, but the treatment approach is very different. Next is phimosis rosacea, which is less common but can be quite severe. It involves thickened skin, usually on the nose, a condition known as rhinophyma. This can lead to a bulbous, enlarged appearance of the nose. And finally, there's ocular rosacea, which affects the eyes. Symptoms can include dryness, swollen eyes, and irritation. Some people describe it as feeling like there's sand in their eyes. It's worth noticing that people can experience more than one type of rosacea at the same time. So it's not always straightforward, which is why it's so important to get a proper diagnosis from a dermatologist.
Absolutely. And speaking of dermatologists, when should someone see one? I mean, not every case of facial redness is going to be rosacea, right?
That's true. If you notice persistent redness or breakouts that don't go away, especially around the nose or cheeks, it's best to consult a skin specialist. Early intervention can help prevent rosacea from progressing and can make rosacea therapy more effective. You should especially seek medical advice if redness is worsening or spreading, eye symptoms develop, dryness, redness, or irritation, skin thickening occurs, over-the-counter products aren't helping.
Great advice. Now, let's talk about triggers.
This is one of the most challenging aspects of managing rosacea because triggers can vary so much from person to person. But there are some common ones that tend to affect a lot of people. Identifying your triggers is a big part of managing rosacea. Common triggers include sun exposure, heat, whether it's from hot weather, hot drinks, or spicy foods, stress, alcohol, especially red wine, and certain skincare products that contain alcohol or fragrance. Even cold wind or sudden changes in temperature can trigger a flare-up for some people. Keeping a symptom diary can be really helpful for identifying triggers. If you can pinpoint what's causing your flare-ups, you can take steps to avoid those triggers and manage your symptoms more effectively. And once you've identified your triggers, the next step is finding the right treatment. There's no one-size-fits-all cure for rosacea, but there are many options for managing redness and inflammation.
What are the treatment options?
Treatment options range from topical treatments to oral medications and even advanced therapies like laser treatments. Let's start with the topical treatments. These are usually the first line of defense and are applied directly to the skin to reduce redness and inflammation. Some common topical treatments include brimonidine gel, which temporarily narrows blood vessels to reduce redness, and metronidazole, an antibiotic cream or gel. There's also azelaic acid, which helps reduce swelling and redness, and ivermectin, which treats inflammation and targets mites linked to rosacea. For more moderate to severe cases, oral medications might be prescribed. And then there's laser and light therapy. These treatments are particularly effective for targeting visible blood vessels and reducing persistent redness. They're often recommended when other treatments haven't worked as effectively as hoped.
It's amazing how far treatment options have come. But it's also important to remember that managing rosacea isn't just about medical treatments. Gentle skincare and lifestyle changes play a huge role as well.
Absolutely. People with rosacea should use gentle, soap free cleansers and moisturize regularly to strengthen their skin barrier. Sunscreen is also a must, SPF 30 or higher, to protect against sun induced flare ups. And it's best to avoid harsh products like scrubs, alcohol based toners, and exfoliants. And beyond skincare, diet and stress management can make a big difference too. Certain foods, like spicy dishes, caffeine, and alcohol, are known triggers for many people with rosacea. Eliminating these one at a time can help you figure out what works best for your skin. Stress is another big trigger, so finding ways to manage it is crucial. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, yoga, and getting enough sleep can all help reduce flare ups. It really is about taking a holistic approach. Rosacea might not have a cure, but with the right combination of treatments, skincare, and lifestyle changes, it's absolutely possible to keep symptoms under control and regain confidence.
That's such an important message. If you or someone you know is struggling with rosacea, don't hesitate to reach out to a dermatologist. Early intervention and personalized care can make all the difference.
And remember, you're not alone. With over 415 million people worldwide living with rosacea, there's a whole community of support out there. So take that first step, whether it's booking a dermatologist appointment or simply starting a symptom diary, and know that help is available.
And with that, we've covered everything you need to know about rosacea. Hopefully, this helps demystify the topic a bit. A big thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll continue bringing you practical, easy to understand health topics. Until then, take care and stay healthy.